Good morning, boys and girls. It's Monday morning, April 20th, and I thought today I'd read you a story or a devotion from Little Visits with God. So listen, and then we'll ask some questions, and this is a good thing that you could visit with your parents about. It's called Reasons for Being Thankful. There's no pictures, so you have to think of the picture in your mind as I read. Forget not all his benefits. Psalm 103, verse 2. How thankful I am, said Mrs. Smith. My son was driving on Banner Road. He fell asleep and he drove down a steep bank. The car rolled over twice, but he wasn't hurt. Isn't it wonderful how God kept him from harm? Oh, yes, it certainly is, said Miss Brown. God was good to your son. But he keeps us from harm every day, she said. How is that? Asked Mrs. Smith. I drive on Banner Road 10 times a week, said Miss Brown. I've never fallen asleep while driving. I've never run down the bank and never wrecked the car. Don't you think that's even more wonderful? Mrs. Smith smiled. I guess we forget about God's care until we have an accident like my son had. We really ought to thank God more when no troubles come to us. But even troubles are blessings for God's children. Yes, said Miss Brown, and the Bible says, forget not all his benefits. It's kind of hard to be thankful right now at this time when I can't see you. I can't give you hugs. You can't give me hugs. I can't hear your wonderful stories and you can't tell me all that's going around. But we have to remember too the blessings that are in this time. So what are things that God has done for you lately? I've looked on Facebook. Some of you children have had a good time. Some of you have been out snowmobiling. I know, snow in April, snowmobiling. But yes, it's fun, isn't it? And do you know what I think is a blessing during all this time, even though there are very many disappointments, but we need to find some of the blessings too. One of the blessings is that you get to spend so much more time with your family. I know we don't get to spend much time with our friends because we have to stay apart, but think of the times that you can be with your family and read stories and snuggle. We can still go to the grocery store. What a blessing that we have food. What a blessing that we can get in our cars and go up to the mountain if we want to and hike. We can still enjoy God's wonderful outdoors. So I want you to think about some of the blessings that are happening right now in this strange time that we're in, that we have to be quarantined at home. Think of some of the wonderful blessings that we are enjoying because of that. And let's say a prayer. Bow your heads. Thank you. Thank you, dear Father in heaven, for all the love and care which you give us every day of our lives. Thank you for being so good to us, even though we forget you so much. Please forgive us when we forget you. Keep us safe in your love always. For Jesus' sake, amen. Thank you for listening to me again. I'll try to get another one done up maybe this week sometime. But remember, always be kind and good and to love others. And I love you. Bye.